Hello everyone, Alpine Mesh here with a new episode of Kittens Game. The first thing I want to do is look at our signs. First I will just hide this research text so we have more space here. These are the three sciences we can research theoretically, but the problem is we can really only research them as soon as we get enough science, and we don't have enough maximum science here. So we have only 5,000, and the cheapest out of them, philosophy, requires 9,000. Means we need to really boost the storage of science so that we can get there. Meanwhile, there are other things we can do, namely the workshop things. And the last episode, I forgot to research this technology, Bolas, which gives us more hunting effectiveness. Let's do it right now. So let's see. I expect the speed of gaining cat power to double, but I'm not sure exactly. Let's see what happens. I click Bolas. Done. So what happens? Nothing happens. Well, then probably it means we're gonna get twice as much resources from every hunt. Let's check how much we get from here. It is 377 furs and 186 ivory. Well, not bad. Editor, could you please make a comparison with the previous videos, how many things we were getting? All right. Yeah, thank you. Next thing I want to invest science into is the register. Leader manage jobs depending on experience. I think it means that our leader, his name was Theo Gaze, our leader is going to assign our kittens more effectively. So it's 10 gold and 475 science. It's not too expensive, and we can spend science until we're waiting for this number to go up. Register, done. So now let's see what buildings we can build. At this stage, I want to see what we can invest into science storage so we can get our research going faster. Let's look at the science tab. We have two buildings that affect our science production. It's a library and an academy. And library gives us plus 250 max science, and academy gives us plus 500 max science. And right now, library is much cheaper. So I think this time I will invest into libraries. 20 libraries seems to be enough. I'm going to get a few academies too, because first it gives a huge bonus to science, and also it is twice as much max science as library, and right now library would cost 400 wood, and here it's only 87, and a bit of minerals and science because we need to spend some science right now so it doesn't go over the top. 10 academies is nice. And if we go back here, philosophy is our next science, which we are going to get in 1 hour. Perfect. Now let's see what other buildings it makes sense to buy now. Yeah, I think the rest of the resources will go to the workshops. Not so many though. Another good investment would be the trade post, just to make our furs and ivory demand a little bit lower so we can have the production boost from them for a bit longer. It's good enough. Now I will convert some catnip into wood because it's too much. And let's go into the future now. Now I'm wondering if there is anything new in the workshop. Wow, there is. Hunting armor. Hunters are 3 times as effective. This is good. I'm having high hopes that this upgrade is going to increase our efficiency with the furs and ivory. Let's see what happens if we send hunters now. Well, it's quite a good thing actually. I'm happy about it. It was just 3 hunts and we already got 400 furs. So next we have too many minerals again. I want to buy more workshops. 1, 2. It's enough. And it's already the price is quite high. So one workshop will cost almost 3,000 minerals, and we have only 6,000 in the storage. And since we have already 18 kittens, I think it makes sense to invest into more pastures, because pastures, they reduce catnip demand, and we have a lot of catnip and wood right now, so it's a good investment. And now I will convert the remaining resources to beams and slabs. And I'm going to wait for philosophy to be ready. Now we have 10,000 signs, which is almost our limit, so let's research philosophy. Philosophy is the first abstract science developed by Kitten. Philosophy is a basis of spiritual and cultural progress. I purr, therefore I am. I would like to build a temple, but it requires a lot of resources. Now I think slabs is okay, plates are fine, and manuscripts. That's quite expensive. We need 14,000 first for that, and also 2,500 culture. So that's, I don't think we can get it very soon. So I would like to go and check the workshop first. Yeah, here in the workshop there is reinforced barns, plus 80% more storage space for wood and iron. That's a good thing to get. Reinforced saw is another possibility. In 17 minutes we'll be able to get it, so maybe it makes sense to wait. Also want to craft a parchment just to have it on this list. And that's it for now. And now we can buy another pasture, of course. Then I will have another log house because I'm gonna have another kitten working as a hunter. I think it's better to have as many of furs and ivory as we can possibly get. So let's wait for the kitten to appear in the village. Okay, there is another hunter. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, there is a new button available here, Manage Jobs. The leader optimizes job distribution according to kitten's experience. I think what it means, it's gonna redistribute the kittens in the village so that they have more appropriate job assignments. And it supposedly should increase the performance of their work, so we can actually see what happens when I do it. So let's look at the numbers on the left here, and then let's see what happens. All right, it seems that nothing really changed. Maybe they were assigned perfectly, or maybe I just don't understand how it works. I need to look it up later. So now I want to sell a bit more wood because we have a huge surplus of it. Oh, and by the way, Theo Gaze is ready to be promoted. Let's do it. Nice job bonus. 1.4. Now we have too many minerals and too much wood again. So let's solve this problem. The usual way of solving it is to get a workshop. Now I can have another one. So now we have too much wood. Having another barn sounds like a good idea because we can store more catnip. And now we don't have such a big problem with wood. Observe the sky. Then I will invest into science, and in particular, I'm going to buy an academy, because if you compare them to, library costs sort of cheaper, but it gives you 2 times less resources. Academy actually allows us to spend the science which we have accumulated, which we cannot really use for anything here because everything is just basically locked by the storage capacity that we have. So let's get as many academies as we can. Good. Now get rid of this catnip. We don't have a place to store. Perfect. Now I'm going to grab another trade post just for this additional efficiency with resource consumption. And we'll wait for the reinforced saws to be available in 1 hour. Do you remember I said we're gonna wait for reinforced barns? Well, I changed my mind. You see, we have too much science by this point, and I don't want to waste science, so we're gonna spend some of it. Let's have a look at our science. We have steel available. Development of the new steel alloy advances further metal working. Benefits most of the aspects of development. Exactly the amount of science that we have, so let's research it. What are the exciting new things that we have received? First of all, we now have a possibility to make steel. Awesome! But we cannot make steel because we cannot produce coal. And in order to produce coal, we need to research it first. Smelters produce coal while burning wood if we research coal furnace. And as you can see here, we don't have enough iron. I mean, not enough storage of iron. So we cannot possibly make as much iron as we need for this upgrade. Let's have a look. We need another 500 storage. Where can we get that? Let's see. Storage. Barns. Each barn provides 127 iron, and each warehouse provides 63. So I think it might be much better to have barns, but it costs 4,000 wood, and warehouse so far is quite cheap. So I think for now I'm going to make more warehouses when it's possible and then get barns. So to get warehouses I need slabs. Let's see. Let's make more slabs. Can have another warehouse. All right. Even more slabs. Another warehouse. I will convert all of our minerals into slabs, get more warehouses. Now I'm going to be more careful with the beams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A bit more warehouses. Yeah, I think we can just invest here and get another one. It's a little bit still not enough to get the upgrade, but I think while we're waiting for 2 hours for iron to get to the cap, we will get enough other minerals to just build a barn. Good. I think it is good enough for now, and we can wait a little bit more. Let's do it. And yet again we have accumulated too much science. This looks suspicious to me. I think I will ask Theo Gaze, our leader, to check if the cats were doing too much catnip lately. So let's research something fun, I guess. Reinforced saws sounds fun, although a bit dangerous. Improve lumber mill efficiency by 20%. Okay. It is more efficient now, I think. Next, I'm going to buy a barn. Now we have more than 2,000 iron. It means that we should be able to afford coal furnaces, although it requires 4 hours of waiting because iron gets produced too slowly. So next thing I want to do is to bump up the production of iron. For that, we're gonna need more smelters. I just want to make sure that we also produce enough wood and minerals to keep it running. That looks sufficient. Let me check how much is left for the coal furnace. Well, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's much more manageable for now. I wonder where should I spend all the remaining science? I think the best choice would probably be invest to academies because we spend science in order to get more science storage. 4 of them is enough. We still have 7,000 science and it is 44 minutes till cap. I think I'll just wait at this point. And I'm going to convert the rest of the resources into beams, slabs, and plates. Have another warehouse. Another one. Nice. And this is a good moment to wrap up the episode. Thank you for watching and bye.